Hey everyone, Double T here. I wanted to do another video. It's been a long time since I've done one, so today's video is going to be on an older game. Not too much older. I think it was released in January of 2017, Double Dragon 4. The only reason I really want to do a review of it right now is I read online about IGN's review about the game and everything, and they just basically shit all over it. Gave it like a 3.5 out of 10. And I think it's bullshit, especially because, the reasoning that they gave behind it, like, having trouble with enemies jumping you and everything, which is actually pretty typical for Double Dragon if you've ever played any of the original NES versions. You just have to know how to get out of the situations or just not place yourself in that situation in the first place. You have to play smart or, just fly a knee a bunch of times. I mean, that really worked well in the Revenge, number 2, if you guys haven't played it before. So, I kind of want to play a little bit. I'm going to do the tower with a character named Sonny. He's from one of the arcade versions. He's like the Yellow Lee brother, but he doesn't actually have an official backstory or anything. He's not an official Double Dragon character. He's just something that was placed in the arcade version for people to be able to play for more than 2 players. He is a little bit different than Billy and Jimmy, which are, as far as I can tell, are relatively the same. They might have a few little differences here and there. I'm not actually 100% sure on that. I just bought this game. I mean, it's only $6.99 on, I think, all platforms. I bought it for Windows PC because primarily when I play video games, it's usually on my PC. I'm mostly a PC gamer, and plus I need new controllers for my for my PS4 anyways. But yeah, we're gonna dive in here. So hang on, figure out what the hell I'm doing here. I'm gonna go ahead and load the game. I mean, for $6.99, it's a good game. The story, yeah, it's bland, but the Double Dragon series didn't really have like an extremely cool story to begin with. It was mostly just chasing Marion or avenging Marion's death, and so I think they did a good job for for $6.99's worth. Come on now. Anyways, so tower mode. It's exactly how it sounds. Okay, so here's Sonny. I know you can't really see him because of my face in a way. So first off, down here, look, they can't touch you. Oh, make me a liar, Linda. I wasn't completely down at the bottom though. Your feet actually have to be touching that line. So you step up here, your free game. Cool thing is, come on now, I'm just trying to show the audience here. You can also do the same thing up here. This is the case also during story mode at most points. I won't say all points, because there are points that you can't do this. So don't rely on this technique, rely on skill. One thing I like about Sonny is his spin kick's a little different, if you can tell. His goes like from the ground up instead of jumping in the air and then actually doing it. He just does it from the ground up. Where if you play as Billy or Jimmy, you have to be in the air to execute it. But if you match Y and B, or you triangle and circle on PlayStation controller, that's how you do that move. Another thing, you can use the triangle or the Y button to jump instead of having to mash A and B or X and circle. So that's a little different, which that can come in handy depending on what moves you're trying to execute. Flying knee for this, as long as you hit the ground and you just start mashing the B button or the circle button for the PlayStation, you'll execute a flying knee. Just keep meshing it. Excuse me. I've been drinking a few beers, so you can do the uppercut too. I think they kind of nerfed the flying knee a bit, which ain't necessarily a bad thing. See, yeah, his double kick, he does a knee. That does a lot of damage. As for his fireball, if you hold the punch button and push forward, that's how you do the fireball. As you can see, I got 20 of them. Those will refill periodically throughout the tower, but I can't give you an exact number how many it gives you back, but you might as well use a few of them. Otherwise, you know, 20's the cap, as far as I know. Oh, Bobo. He's extremely fun to play in the tower and on the story mode. See, I'm not even really that good at Double Dragon games, but I love them. The main thing with this one is, you know, if you get 5 or 6 enemies on the screen at a time, you gotta learn how to do crowd control. Which with this spin kick he does, I mean, it's really not that hard. Screw you, Chen. Oh, excuse me. Damn it. Yeah, I'm screwing up really bad. But I don't care. I mean, this is mostly just a test video. I haven't done one in a while. I was thinking about doing it on Double Dragon Neon because I absolutely love that game. I mean, I've beaten it all the way through Double Dragon mode and everything. And incredibly fun game. I really hope Majestic picks up Way Forward again to do a sequel. I mean, they nailed it in my opinion. Yeah, I think IGN, they expected too much of this game being, you know, $6.99. There's that crowd control I'm talking about, especially with those big guys, heavy hitters. I mean, that's basically a necessity. That's the only bad thing about the flying knee. It's not like the Revenge where you can go back and forth with it. You can only go one direction and keep spamming it in one direction. Then you have to stop to start it again. So I started going this way with it. That's the only direction I could go with it. See, I like to try to lure him down here. Right there. And little guy's gonna try to get in the way. My crowd control here. Oops. That was my fault. I paid for it. Level 23 is when it really starts to get a little hairy, because you start getting the twin sisters, and they got those guns that'll literally do like half your health with one bullet. I'm not a big fan of this guy either. Ah, you bastard. I've never been a big fan of Right Hand. I've always hated this mob. One of my least favorite. Him and Chen definitely, of the smaller guys. She's pretty good to play too on the tower. She gets shurikens. Up to 20 of them. Fireball! 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 I've just wasted a few of them. They're gonna get refilled soon enough anyways. Come on, guys, get close like your friends. Ah! I was trying to fireball him. Ah, you bastard! There we go. Crowd control. For nostalgia's sake, I definitely say I love this game. I mean, worth the $7, definitely. Me and my 8-year-old son love playing games like this together. Here come the gun. I always try to get rid of her as soon as possible. Just control the room. I know it's easier said than done, especially in my case, because, like I said, I suck at Double Dragon games, but I love them. Just aimlessly fighting. Whiny! Ah, I fucked that up. You really gotta watch this guy. He has some kind of like psychic ability where he pushes you back. And now we got both the twins. Both of them have guns. And they love using them. Ah, I tried to get out of the way. That's got a really big range. Oh, shit. Well, that's it for that. It's alright. I wasn't really looking to try to wow anybody with it. I just, you know, I just really wanted to talk about the game a little bit. I think, like I said, for the $7 I paid for it, worth every penny. And IGN tries to make it out like it was just this, oh my god, it's so terrible. It's $7. They obviously have never played a Double Dragon game because, you know, they're complaining so much about it. Like, the only good thing that the developers did for it was the screen flickering like it was original Nintendo, which that actually has some basis to it. I mean, I think it's 4 frame rates on the Nintendo for games like The Revenge, to where you have to execute the flying knee within that 1/4 of a frame. You have to mesh the buttons just right then to do it. But, you know, obviously they don't know shit. If I didn't have any, or if I had any respect for IGN at all at any point, I certainly don't now. But, you know, that's all I'm going to really say about it. I'll try to make some more videos, probably based on other games. I mean, I got plenty in my library that I would love to do videos on. But that's all I really got for you guys now. I just hope you guys bring your pretty little faces back for the next one, and I will see you next time.